gamers around the flat universe. My name is KK and today I will show you how you can get #1 in your mini boss and actually get the better rewards with the decent time, probably even maybe top 1%. Like in general, I think it's really solid time with 5 minutes or less in the ranked normal Lych. So the strategy we will be using today is very solid. It will work and you might need some good execution for tier 1, tier 2, but the later game is very straightforward. Also, this is not like the video for very new players, and I would say not even for players below level 100. But watch it for the entertainment because it will be pretty fun. I don't think it will harm you. Anyways, subscribe now, press the like so that we can break the algorithm, and let's freaking begin. So we got the round 18 bank, and the strategy we are using to anti-stall and basically not to have the timer ticking to steal our precious time is the tech shooter, dart, and the engineer. Of course, we will be using monkey knowledge, and in this playthrough we have the full monkey knowledge. Also, the replay I'm using right now is from not me, from one of my subscribers who came up with one of the best strategies for the Lych. His name is Reflect, and go subscribe to him in BTD battles. So not the battles, the BTD 6 profile. I will leave the link in the description, and you can also find him in the leaderboards. Now, so as you can see to the bottom right, we go into bank, and next we collect the bank and into 3 marketplaces. After that, we buy the boat 004, and this boat actually means business because this is the best farming strategy you can ever imagine. Now, we go into perma spike on round 38. Now, as you can see, I already afforded the deadly spike, and now we sell. In the very beginning of the round 28, you quit the game, you stop the game, basically, you sell your tech shooter, and then you go into the 205 perma spike. This is the very best strategy for the Lych tier 1. It insta kills it, nothing can be added. Like, this is the most optimized one. So you just do what we did on the screen, and then you chill because Lych will easily destroy everything. I wouldn't recommend you alk buffing the Spike Factory, but Reflect did it just because he's a sweat. So next step is to sell your tech shooter of Spike Factory, of course, and then you go into BRF and the monkey bank. Why bank? Because you cannot afford 2 BRFs, and if you can afford bank early on, it will pay off for itself later. So this is like a very optimized run. Next thing, we also place the submarine and we place the alchemist. Don't ever have the alchemist while Lych is alive, but you should use the alchemist when Lych is still not on the screen, because it gives a significant buff to the towers on the screen. Now we collect the bank income and we reinvested it into more BRFs as always. Also, you gotta abuse the boat. The favorite traits is a very strong upgrade with which you can actually sell your towers for more. So as you could have seen, Reflect built all the towers around this favorite traits. It's very important. Now, next step is the perma spike again. We place the monkey village, we place the perma spike, and we overclock it. It's very important. We also placed the 401 alchemist and we buy the brittle 402. And of course, don't overclock your Spike Factory when you have the Lych on, and don't sell the towers. It was unideal for Reflect to actually sell the alchemist while Lych was alive. Now, after that, you sell, you go into sub commander, and you still didn't lose even a single second. Sub commander with the alchemist. In order to deal with those lads, you can use multiple strategies, but as you can see, Reflect just overclocks the subcom and alch buffs the guy. Also, you should use the villages, of course. Now it's the time to save up for the Monkeyopolis, and you gotta fit as many farms as you can. The ideal setup on this map is gonna be 12 farms, but Reflect didn't go for it. I think he got 10 of them, and by round 79 we already have MAD, we have the Spike Factory, we have Brittle, and the Tag Zone with the village, as you can see. Sell the Alchemist before you get the Leech on the screen, because as you can see, it healed quite a lot. And while this all happening, you are killing the guy, you're dealing damage, you micro MAD, and you buy more and more and more farms. Okay, and as you can see, Reflect bought a few more submarines, and maybe you could buy first strikes, for example, instead of these, but whatever. He got the almost maxed out setup for the Opolis. Not the real Opolis, is the Opolis already bought with the more farms in it. Okay, so we keep going. The game is lagging quite hard. Oh, BTD 6 on mobile gaming is ridiculous. Just look at this. Okay, whatever. So I will just keep on explaining. You get your maxed out farming. In this round, you always wanna use the BRFs. Don't use any other farms but the BRFs 420. Okay? And you will have to manually collect the crates, of course. Okay, he sold everything, and now it's time to actually set up the Ninja Paragon thing. You wanna get your Grandmaster Ninja in the very beginning of the map. Next step is gonna be to get your GM with and surrounded with a lot of shinobis. The ideal number is of course gonna be 20. After that, you get the Perma Brew Alchemist in order to allow these guys to pop the leads, and you want to have ninja the village ideally MIP to allow the GM to pop everything, but it's not essential if you have the Permabrew, like it's because Permabrew deals the same effect to ninjas as the MIP. Now we just keep on farming more and more and more and more, because next up is the tier 4, and we will need quite a lot of money for him, and you will see why. We will be using Permaspike for this one as well, and it will be a pretty solid option. Like, Permaspike is your friend for the leeches if you want to do speedrun. Like, this is the best strategy and you will always want to do it. Okay. Also, guys, you know, trying to speedrun, if you never tried it, just try it. For me, it was really fun and refreshing trying to speedrun the Leech in the first week, and I think the second week is also pretty fun. But the difference is this time we actually got the strategy quite figured out, so you can have the benefit of already knowing the strategy and trying to speedrun it for yourself. As you can see, Reflect bought the Glue Gunner as the debuffing. He also bought the Sabotage Supply Line, and he added the Dart Monkeys Crossbow Masters in order to get more pops. And it's almost time to buy the Spike Factory, Permabrew, not the Permabrew, the Perma Spike, and actually keep going. Do you need to use the Glue Gunner? It's up to your taste, but I personally don't like to micro it too much, but whatever. Now, the setup, I think he will use the Ninja Paragon, because we are preparing for the Ninja Paragon extensively, and we will use all the debuffing. So it's going to be Sniper, 502, it will be the Ice Tower, and it will be the Ninja Paragon. Ninja Paragon is extremely powerful against the bosses. The most powerful without any doubts, and this is the reason why we will be using the guy. You wanna farm the pops into the guy, as many of them as you possibly can, and after this, as you can see, we are god boosting the Permaspike. What I could also suggest you to do is to try to use the True Sun God to buff the Spike Factory, but other than that, this is a pretty solid execution of what you need to do. So, okay, more and more Leech bugs on your screen. Now, look at this. So it's round 99. We sell some stuff and we get the Ninja Paragon, I think. Yeah, and he gets more money spent on the ninjas, because the total amount that you need to have is $250,000 spent on the tier 4 upgrades and below. If we just make it easier for you, it's 32,004 ninjas, maybe 35 just to be safe. He has more than enough right now, and Ninja Paragon degree 36, which is pretty decent. And now debuffing, as I told you, 502 ice, 402 ice, and we get the Dart tier 5s preemptively to actually get the good pops for the Dark Paragon. Now we buy the Avatar of Wrath with more druids. In total it would be 5 more druids of Wrath. We buy the MAD, and this is pretty chill run, if I say so myself. So Tech Zone also works really well. You can also, the boomerangs are for the same purpose, like we need them to farm more pops, and you will see like this is gonna be a very fast kill, not only because of the perma spikes, but even without the perma spikes you will see that our guys are dealing pretty ridiculous damage to the guy. Both AoV and the MAD are very powerful. Beautiful. So we killed it. I didn't see the timer, but if I were to estimate, I would say like we have 3 minutes something, maybe 2 minutes something, and at this stage it's going really well for us so far. And now don't forget, when you actually do the farming, always try to replace it. The BRFs pay for themselves in just 2 rounds. So if you, before round 118, you want to be over farming more and more, there is no such thing as too much cash on the leeches, because first you will buy 3 paragons, of course. Second, you will need to keep gut boosting the permaspike. You will need to buy the Vengeful True Sun God and maybe a few other tier 5s, and you will spend your money easily and you will get the maximum profit from the guys. So is it hard? It's not for the beginners. Let's just put it this way. It's not hard per se, but you need to practice this thing. You need to have really good execution. Also, a few common mistakes that many players do. Of course, don't sell the towers while Lych is active. Don't have any buffs like how it's called, the Homeland Defense, the Overclock, the Alchemist, nothing. Don't have it while Lych is active. It will heal him and you will mess up your time. Second thing, Overclock and OC with Permabrew Alchemist, your spike factory. Perma spike is very important. It is the key to killing the guy very quickly. If you don't have it, it won't insta kill. So you kind of need these insta kills. Remember to, like, if you did miss something in the tier 1 farming, rewatch it, and it's very important. You gotta repeat the exact steps with the tier 1 farming. If you don't have the full monkey knowledge, don't try it. Just grind some more monkey knowledge because it's very useful. Now, Reflect sold everything. We have 2.5 million left over, and it's time to grind the 50 Dark Monk. So for the Dark Monkeys, it's going to be 32,040, exactly 32. For the Boomerang Monkey, it's going to be 53 of the 040s. Okay, Reflect actually upgrades the cross paths as well. I myself, I hate upgrading the cross paths because I usually upgrade micro the middle path, and then I just move on to the next star because it's much quicker. Now, next step is of course to set up the boomerangs. Same basic idea. We need $250,000 worth of tier 4 towers and below of this set monkey that you are upgrading. And now it's time, of course, to upgrade them. I personally think he needed more boomerangs here. This is not enough for the boomerang specifically. Let's see if he actually upgrades the boomerangs. And yes, he places more boomerangs. Beautiful. So now we got everything set up. We deal the remaining damage with the Sun avatars, a few super monkeys, but what's important is of course a lot of spike storms. Look to the right. You spend the remainder of your money onto this spike storms and their money. Also, I would recommend you to place this support temple because it's always good. And at this stage, what you do is you just activate all of your abilities. You have all the debuffing, you have 3 paragons, and if you have the money for it, go for the Vengeful True Sun God or the support True Sun God and get as many spike storms as you can by the end of this run, and you kill the guy very quickly. So it's 437 and it's the last skull. I think we should kill it in 450 or so. And yeah, and now plus 10 time, plus 10 seconds time that we cannot change. So we get 457. The sub 5 minutes run for you. Enjoy. if you really intend to get this time yourself, like if you struggle at any point, just slow down the video and chillax and try more and more until you actually win. Okay guys, press the like or dislike button right now depending on what you think about this video. Tell me in the comments if you wanna see like this ridiculously high skill content, or you wanna some more memes or whatever. I am interested in your opinion. Subscribe, press the bell notifications, and see ya in the next one.